Oh boy. Hey everybody, it's me again. Week 2 just happened yesterday and another disappointing loss for the Giants. This time I actually had the chance to actually go to the game. This being the first home game this season, regular season at least. So once again, Giants came out looking ready to play. Saquon came out looking like a monster. I mean, we kind of already knew that, but it was good to see it at least home and just seeing it live. But then pretty much the rest of the game happened, and yeah, it didn't look good at all. So here's just a couple of thoughts I have about the game, really. Giants continue to make average at best quarterbacks look like gods. I mean, Josh Allen really was doing Josh Allen things. I mean, the only thing that really I remember specifically was that he overthrew Josh Brown on a easy touchdown. Like, he had the defense burned. And I mean, I would appreciate that because like I have him on my fantasy team. But other than that, though, he was 7 for 8 in terms of catching, and he had a really good game. He was able to get a lot of catches on the Giants defense. Cole Beasley, of course, former Dallas Cowboy, now he's with the Bills, still making the Giants pay. He had 4 catches and pretty much averaged over like 20 yards per catch. And the Giants continue to have a really bad defense that's laying them down, at least for the first half, at least, especially because after laying up like 21 points, at that point, especially with the Giants offense, really using Eli a lot more than they really should have. I mean, he had like 45 passing attempts, I think, in the game, and Saquon only had like 18 rushing attempts, which is, it's really not the recipe for success at this point. I mean, we all know that Saquon Barkley is the future of the Giants offense, and 18 carries, like, what are we doing? I don't understand it, but yeah, it's wild, especially with Eli Manning. I mean, check down specialist now at this point. Like, even then, like, there were just some passes that were just awful, and you could really feel the frustration from the fans in general. Just, we're tired at this point because like we know what's gonna happen now. Now we're down 0-2 in the year. Next week we're facing Miami, so we should win. I don't know what we would do if we lost to the Miami Dolphins after how they played these last two weeks. If we lose to the Dolphins, I swear I think we take the cake. I don't care how we do the rest of the season. I think we take the cake for the worst team in the NFL. Because you just can't. I mean, come on. I mean, I'm expecting Saquon to go off in that game, but if we give him the opportunities at least, because these first 2 games, we have not at all given even like the way that he really should get the carries, like 20 minimum at least, like 15 and 18 in the first 2 games of the regular season. Like, what are we doing? And even then, on his 18 carries, he rushed over 100 yards in the game. He got a touchdown. First drive of the game, we saw that Saquon was just easily going off on the Bills defense. Why not just stick with him? Why are we just letting Eli just like do like check downs, like, and thinking that that's gonna work? Like, it isn't, especially when probably the Giants' best receiver right now available at least is Evan Ingram. Like, probably, I mean, who else do we got that's available right now? I mean, Golden Tate's still suspended. Sterling Shepard was in concussion protocol. Who else do we got? I mean, we don't have number 13 anymore because, we got rid of him. So who else do we have at wide receiver? I mean, we have, there were some good things about the game too. I mean, the first drive was pretty much the way the Dallas Cowboy game went. The wide receiver that we signed back recently, TJ Jones, I believe. He had a really good punt return that really set the Giants up for a good position, and then Eli immediately threw an interception, which, yeah, I mean, that would have been good to get some points on the board there. He also had a touchdown catch to make the game close. So it was like 21-14 in the fourth quarter, which is when there was like a little bit of hope that maybe if the defense was able to stop it, make some stops, and the offense was able to just get on the rhythm a little bit, maybe then we might have a chance. But no, that's obviously not how it worked out. Final score was 28-14. the Bills had 3 rushing touchdowns in the game, so that kind of goes to show just how the game went for us. And also, Josh Allen had like technically a touchdown pass, even though it wasn't actually like a full-on pass, but not here and there. Yeah, overall, this is gonna be a rough season, but I mean, it can only get up next. We can only go up from here next week. I mean, because it should be an easy win against the Dolphins. But I wouldn't put it past the Giants at this point to lose to the Dolphins to give them their first win of the season. I mean, hey, listen, there's a curse about going undefeated in the preseason. I mean, we saw it with the Lions and we saw it with the Browns. Right now, we're 0-2 in the season, and it's not looking good. I mean, both games this season, it's not been fun to be a Giants fan. And safe to say that this season, it's going to continue to go on that trend. But hey, if you want to see me suffer a bit more, hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, leave a comment. I'll always try to like make sure like I reply to every comment that I get. So I just love to interact with you guys, just get your thoughts on the NFL or in the games or whatever. I'm gonna link my Twitter down in the description. I'm gonna talk about obviously NFL stuff. I'm gonna try to get more active in terms of like what I'm talking about, as well as other sports I like, such as hockey, which is coming up really soon. I'm really excited for that coming up. And baseball right now, of course, I'm a Mets fan right now. So I mean, I definitely have a lot of things I can say about that, but yeah, definitely follow me on Twitter down below. And yeah, thank you guys for watching, and take care.